on those 5 issues.
담판을 진행할 때부터 축은 이쪽, 미군 축이 이쪽.
So when we had the talks, our sides have this side seats and the US, the other side seats.
여기는 책상과 의자들이 그때 당시부터.
So this building keeps the original desk and the chairs to its original thing.
그럼 종전협정 조연장으로 가보시겠습니다.
So you may take a quick pictures and we go to the next building where the armistice agreement was signed. But after our President Kim Il-sung told us, the signing ceremony, the signature on the armistice agreement to show the great victory of the Korean people who defeated the US for the first time in the world. That's why he taught us to prepare the signing ceremony in a very big way and significantly.
그래야 우리는 전쟁의 어려운 조건에서도 980평방에 달하는 이 건물을 단 5일 동안에 완공했습니다.
So under the teaching of President Kim Il-sung, our soldiers finished the construction of this building with 980 square meters within 5 days, although it was in the middle of the world.
이 건물이 완공된 지 2일 후인 1653년 7월 27일 오전 10시부터 정신협정 조연식이 이곳에서 진행됐습니다.
So after the completion of this building, 2 days after the completion of this building, the signing ceremony was held in this building at 10 o'clock for 15 minutes on July the 27th, 1953.
이것이 정전협정문입니다.
So in the tables we can find some documents in the glass box. They are the copies of the armistice agreement.
정전협정문은 쌍방의 수속대표들이 소명하여 피하는 것을 12시간 안으로 쌍방의 사령관들이 소명하며 북들로부터 효력이 발사되게 되었습니다.
Okay, so it's like that one. The head of each delegation has to sign on the armistice agreement, and then after signature by the head of each delegation, within 12 hours, the top leaders of each side has to sign on the document. So finally, after the final signature by the top leaders of both sides, then the armistice agreement can work. Do you understand?
우리 지구촌 위안수는 김일성 동지께서 최종 소명하셨습니다.
Sir, on behalf of our side, the President Kim Il-sung signed on the armistice agreement.
미군 측에서는 당시 비행군 사령관이었던 클라크가 소명했습니다.
And as for the U.S. side, the then commander of the UN forces, Clark, signed on that document.
조연식이 끝난 후 클라크는 승리 있는 전쟁, 미국과의 없는 스토리다. 미국은 조선 전쟁에서 역사상 처음으로 승리 있는 전쟁을 조연했다라고 했습니다.
So at the time of the signature of the document, back after the Clark, the then commander of the UN forces, confessed that the war without victory is the new world in the history of the United States. So far, the United States had the first experience, the first time in the country to sign on the surrender document without any victory. But it's the other way around for the US side. The US side brought the UN flag, not the stripes and the stars, in order to hide the defeat in the Korean War.
세계 면전에서 우리 눈앞에 무릎을 꿇고 한국수에 도장을 찍게 된 미국은 수치가 모여서 깃발을 가져갈 생각도 못하고 그냥 달아나 버렸습니다.
So after the meeting, both sides were supposed to bring back their national flag, their flag they wrote. But the U.S. for the first time signed on the document with a victory, and then they were very ashamed of signing the document. So that's why they forgot to bring it back with those sides after signature.
그래서 이 얘기가 미국이 조선 침략선과 패망성을 보여주고 산중공으로 오늘까지 남아있습니다.
So that's why even we have the original UN flag, the US side wrote. So this original UN flag tells the truth.
하나님은 또 다시 우리나라에서 침략된 적이 있다면
This side tries to break another word on the Korean Peninsula.
그럼 전시된 사진들을 돌아보고 함정 해장적으로 들어가시겠습니다.
Okay, so behind you can see so many pictures showing the provocation of the Korean War and also some the relics and some things used between both sides for the armed conflict. So you may look around quickly and then we go.
회를 통해 우리는 미군이 종전협정 위반 행위야 새전쟁 도발책 등을 폭로 규탄하였습니다.
So at those talks, we try to expose and condemn the violation of the armistice agreement by the U.S. side, and also the new plan of the U.S. side to break the Iran war here.
미국의 종전협정 위반 행위는 판문점 사건과 푸에블로 사건을 비롯해서 종전 직후부터 1991년 1월 말까지 81만 5천여 건이나 달합니다.
91년 1월까지. 81만.
그렇죠.
So after the post-war until January 1991, the U.S. side provoked so many armed conflicts around this area, including Panmunjom incident in August 1976, and the Puebla incident.
종전협정과 종전기구들을 체계적으로 파괴하던 미국은 1991년 3월 25일 이 종전협정 당사자도 아니고 아무런 실권도 없는 남성 패러건 장성을 수석연으로 앉힘으로써 종전협정과 종전기구들을 완전히 조락시켰습니다.
So in those days, the U.S. side tried to disturb the work of the military armistice commissions gradually. So finally, they violated the armistice agreement completely on March the 25th, 1991. At the time, both sides had the talks, but the talks is between the U.S. side and our side, not with the South Korean side. But the U.S. side brought one South Korean general, to take part in order to let him to take part in the talks. But it is one aspect of the violation of the armistice agreement, because at the time the South Korean side had no power to take part in and also had no right for the talks with our side. So by replacing one general with the South Korean general to the talks, they completely destroyed the armistice agreement. So afterwards, there was no existence of the military armistice commissions here.
회를 진행할 때 우리 측은 이쪽, 미군 측은 이쪽을 차지했습니다.
At the talks, our side take these seats, and then U.S. side the other side seats.
책상을 가로질러 간 마이크 손이 바로 군사 분계선상에 놓였습니다.
So here, the military demarcation line is crossing across those 7 buildings, as we've already seen outside. Even the microphone, 3 microphones on the table are on the military demarcation line here.
여러분들은 오직 이 건물 안에서만 국가남으로 자유로이 오고 올 수 있습니다.
So on the Korean Peninsula, there are so many buildings and there are so many the places, but this is only one place on the Korean Peninsula in which everybody can go freely from north to south.
미국이 조선의 유엔의 이름을 걸고 조선 전쟁에 참전시켰던 참전국 나라들의 깃발입니다.
So over there on the wall, we can find the pictures with the several national flags. So that picture shows the flags of those countries which took part in the Korean War at the U.S. side.
그럼 판문각 3층로대로 올라가시겠습니다.
Okay, you may take pictures here quickly, and then in front we have the building which is called the Panmunjom.